Well, today's the day. Pinto might be going away. All right, so out with the old, the Pinto, good times and all. Surprisingly, really has never let me down. It's driven all over, been a great car. Off to a new owner, and out with the old, in with the new. 2002 Chevy Camaro SS SLP Hurst 6-speed. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with it, but it's gonna be fun. Yep. And there she goes. Hopefully she stays on the road a long time. All right, new alternators in. 3 bolts, connector, big power wire. Got the old one tested, confirmed that it is bad. To get it in there, I had to drop the sway bar. You can see right here where the sway bar's been rubbing on that line. So we're gonna make a little spacer while we're in here. Drop that down. Here's my tech tip. You wanna make 4 things that are all identical, we're talking about spacers. Just clamp them all together and do all your work at the same time. Sweet. Yeah, you should probably use cutting oil, but I'm not in the mood. And there we go. Couple plates, matching, spaced in there. Now I got a little extra room. Get this other side buttoned up. So you can see some aftermarket components here and here. What is missing is the exhaust. SLP had a special exhaust system that came out and out through the middle of the back. We don't have any of that. It looks like it just fell off, somebody who welded this up. So we're gonna cut it off here and rig something up so that this thing isn't so loud and obnoxious. Have Sawzall. All right, problem solved. Okay, so I have no idea if this is gonna work. This is the exhaust that came off of Trevor's Mustang when we bought it. Just check out that work there. So I'll see if I can do a little bit better, but I'm thinking 2 of those cherry bombs Siamese together might flow enough to not completely restrict this motor. And it'll be cool. Maybe. Oh my. I can't believe I wasted 25 minutes making this. Well, we'll see what it does. All right. I just wasted like an hour of my life. Pretty sweet. View from the back. Cherry bombs. Even with a hanger on this side. Oh, God, that's so redneck. Well, that's her. Not too shabby. Oh, except for the front. I don't know. We're still gonna go drive it. All right, here comes Trick Shot Trevor. Oops. What? You got that? All right, so we're out here trying to buy a roof for the Sprite, and just check out some of these cars. Jensen Healy's, Austin America's, little Triumph. There's a couple Renaults in the back, a Sprite, a Midget, Jensen Healy's. Well, I think I said that. Alfa Romeos, old Ford tractor, a few Corvairs. There's a 57 Chevy hiding out here. Couldn't hear the birds. Anyways, 57 Chevy, Impalas, Corvairs, tractors, Volvos, fully optioned Bobcat. Oop, not a Bobcat. Pinto. So many cars. So F100's been running great. Passed a little bit of oil, but for the most part, I might have exceeded the speed limit a few times, but she's been running great. But I've almost run out of gas like 100 times in it because it doesn't get very good gas mileage. And this just came today. So if you got an F100 and your fuel gauge doesn't work out, I actually replaced the sending unit in an old episode, and because it needed a new seal. But this is the voltage stabilizer that goes in the dash, and it needed to be done. New one works perfectly. So now I'm just going to play with this rat's nest of wiring to see if I can get the gauges to light up a little bit before going back to some other work. All right. So why am I under the truck? I pulled out the speedometer is not working. Never has really very well. And I got all the gauges working under the dash, even the temp gauge and the gas gauge and everything, but no speedo. This looks good. Unfortunately, when I look in the hole, teeth are messed up on there. So what we're going to do is pull the cross member, the tranny mount, and the back half of the transmission and the drive shaft off and see if we can get to that. It's a $10 part. I hope it doesn't take me 10 hours to replace my $10 part. Scout, give me the 9/16. That's not the 9/16. Goober. And just like that, 20 minutes later, we popped it apart. Please don't spray gear oil everywhere. Let's see what's under there. Oh, okay, some gear oil. All right, there's the gear we've got to pull out. We'll pop that retaining clip off. I just realized, why have I been getting out from underneath the car when I could just have the truck on the lift? Old habits die hard. Having a good day. So parts finally came. Before we throw them in, I just want to show you out. We've got a 7-tooth that we're going to switch out for an 8-tooth, which will make it better for the rear end. And hopefully I get this to focus a little better. There's the old one and the new one. Just a subtle difference. If you could see how frustrated I am right now, there's a little tiny notch right here. So this only goes on one way, and there's a little tiny hole right here. And I was like, well, there's no pin. This little bearing e-ball rolled 15 feet from my truck. Apparently, when I took it apart, it was a miracle I found it. 30 minutes. Oh, so frustrating. Oh well. All right, Coot transmission, that's where the driven clutch goes. And I have removed everything but that main shaft, and it is a beast. We're going to try pressing it off. No amount of heat helped. PB blaster for 3 days, soaking, hopefully going down that keyway. Oh yeah! That took more bonking than I even care to admit. Holy moly. Alright, so that's what success looks like. We got that shaft off, but here's the next problem. If we look in here, you can see there's a pin on that shaft that's moving, and that hole should be lined up with there. Right in there. OMG. That's why it's missing a gear. That shaft sheared off. Or fixing. I got one out. Went to put it back together. Snap the other one off. Alright, so if there's some threads exposed, thread a nut on there, and just like that, put a little weld on top, And now, oops, now you can turn it out. Jonathan catches a lizard and it bites him.
Ow!
And it won't let go.
He's a surprise mother.
Alright. Yellow foam, yellow socks, matching, score. Alright, so we deburred the edges just a little bit. Old foam, some leftover old vinyl. And the key to making this look good is actually pre-tensioning a little bit. So throw some weight on it and then drop your staples. And when you come off the weight, it'll make everything look good. It's a balancing act. Alright, there's the drive shaft cover. Looks a little bit big, but I sized it to go around that midship bearing. And yeah, I think I'll just paint her black and screw it in and call it done. Oh man, what's wrong with this picture? guess there's more work to do on the Coot. Come on, muscles. Everything on the Coot sucks to work on. You can see how the right side's a little wallowed out. I definitely broke it, but it was like that somewhat before I got it. One little bit to add insult to injury. The previous owner looks like they jammed the set screw into the hole and then set that into the keyway, which then proceeded to go back and forth, slowly wearing a groove in there. That's so awesome. And there we have it. All greased up, ready to roll. Hey, Trevor. All right, here we are, Florence car show, downtown historic car show. Talk about a great venue. There are people that got here at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm really enjoying this. I think we're gonna have to come back next year. Look at that, the 39 Ford 4-door conversion. Look at that, 1930 Model A Roadster. What's neat about it is hiding in there, modern disc brakes, normal front suspension, but pretty timeless. All right, that is freakadelic. I love it. Monster. Here we are, Sprites in the show. Gosh, I just can't believe how much I like this show. So many good things everywhere you see. Here's a plug for the True Value store in Florence. This place is great. I so want this pickup truck. Alright, I like this coupe. But what's really cool about it is the straight 8 and that 4Y exhaust. Pretty cool. Shout out to the hometown boys. This is Leon Brecker's ride. Great 427 Camaro. Gorgeous. Nice work, Leon. Alright, here we are, Florence. This is a great show. There are more cars than you could imagine. Great little venue. I'm liking it. Ooh, I like that reflection. That's it for another episode of Make the Last Garage.
Yeah!
Have fun!
Got a carburetor, gonna make it last. We got a transmission, we're gonna make it last. It may not be shiny or even fast, just as long as we make it last.